Hello, and thank you for joining us on this NS2 Labs webinar. I'm Kyle Rice, the CTO of SAP NS2, and I have some exciting things to share with you today. I'm joined today by Greg Reeder, who leads our immersive experience, and Lisa Beaman, who leads our partnership. So we started Labs about 2 years ago to address two main issues. The first was that we had nowhere to work together efficiently. We had development environments all over the place. We had multiple integration locations. We needed a common place to collaborate. And the second was around visibility. At NS2, we're doing really compelling things. It's at the intersection of commercial and mission capabilities, both in classified and unclassified spaces. But there wasn't a great way to make people aware of what was happening. So we launched Labs. There's two parts to Labs. The first one is a virtual lab component. This is where we do our online development, our online collaboration environment. It's built primarily on AWS and Atlassian tools. This is where we do all of our development across NS2 and with our partners, and is also our collaboration environment. The second part is a physical part of Labs. We have a top-shelf lab for collaboration, development, demonstration, located in Chantilly, and it's co-located with a very large SCIF. So where are things now? The virtual environment has been open for about 2 years. It was where we do all of our development. It's been key during COVID, as some customer sites have closed down, and we had to figure out where to move those people. So it's let us spin people up very quickly. The physical site, however, is open in January, and we had to close it about 6 weeks ago. But we're getting things queued up for the reopening, and you'll hear more about that today. So what sort of things are we up to? We have a crowdsourcing platform called Idea Studio. This is where we discuss the ideas for Labs. Had some activity over the weekend, so we're close to 70 submissions within the last year. So we've taken and we've turned 16 of these into executable projects. And we've done this with help from almost a dozen industry and customer partners. Let me tell you about 3 projects in particular that are interesting. One is around our unified data layer. We're applying this now with a government partner in support of the COVID response. Second is around IoT, Internet of Things. We've taken the leading commercial charging company, ASIA, they're a partner of ours, and we're figuring out how to apply that to the mission space. And the third is around campus security. Here we're combining partner capabilities around drone and vehicular sensing and applying that within an SAP analysis environment. So here's an example from last week. We created a COVID tracker around our volume analytics framework. If you want to see this, it's online at covid.ns2labs.com. All right, so now let me turn things over to Greg Reeder to talk about the Labs experience.
All right, well, thanks, Kyle. So, Kyle mentioned a lot of good ideas, a lot of things that we're working on. And we realized that being able to come up with new ideas, just like the ones Kyle mentioned, and to bring them to life, sometimes needs a place to make that happen. I know we've been online virtually for a couple of years, but we decided to build a unique place, a unique setting, and many of the things that we need is to break from our normal work environment to see things from a different angle. So at Labs, we want to deliver that kind of place for you and for us, and to offer an experience that helps drive innovation. So to illustrate that point, I have just a little personal background story. I worked in the Pentagon for about a decade, and I operated in an office environment, much like you see in the picture here. And it made it tough to keep my team motivated and inspired. So we would schedule monthly off-site meetings at creative places like Panera Bread and IHOP. And after all, there was good lighting there, different atmosphere, had ample table space. But as you might imagine, the occasional panini or pancake doesn't always offer the innovative spark that your team might need. So at Labs, we needed a different, broader outlook. So just like in the movie Office Space, we realized it takes a different kind of place to make bold changes. So we thought, what kind of setting would help people keep them from wanting to tear down their cubicle walls to have a better day or a better space to design? And then we wondered, what if we could design a place for them, place of their own, that they could start from scratch, rethink their problem challenge from a different point of view, and to do it in a way that didn't require building a new room or new office or new settings every time they wanted to do it. So that led us to come up with building an immersive room, much like you see here. It's one of 9 in the world, constructed by SAP. It's just one of 3 in the U.S. It's supported by HD screens, a touch table, the ability to hold conference calls from the room so you include people in the design process who may be off-site. It's capable of displaying 360-degree videos and imagery, and all the walls are touch-sensitive, so you can interact with processes, design, dashboards, demos. And this slide shows just one example of a setting built to showcase different environments that you can experience inside the room. But aside from rainforest and cool outdoor scenes, we've had people build solutions and ideas from across the spectrum of industry, from manufacturing to IoT sensor flow to supply chain management, to retail store processes, and even how to better deliver the Peloton biking experience, one of our customers. And we can work with you to design themes to create the right setting too. The room provides a good process for ideation to visualize and manage things. But beyond just the immersive experience room, we designed the entire space to be reconfigurable, have event facing, places for hackathons, HD screens, meeting rooms, and we even have a high-end coffee machine and free snacks. So all kinds of things you need to innovate. But we realized that it's also beyond the physical space. And Kyle talked about how we've been doing things virtually. It's more than just seeing things, being able to ideate. And so this quote here, I thought, captured that pretty well. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking that created those problems. And it requires a process that many people have been involved with called design thinking. So if you've ever been in a brainstorming session or a design thinking session, you know that there's a lot of colorful stickiness. You put up your ideas, you collect and manage and reorganize those ideas. So we also have a design thinking process at NS2 Labs that we take people through to help look at your process, your projects, your problems, and your challenges from a different point of view. Challenge your thinking process to come up with solutions that you may have never even thought of before. None of this isn't possible without a good set of partners. And so to talk more about that, I'll turn it over to Lisa.
Thanks so much, Greg. I appreciate it. And thanks, Kyle. As Greg said, my name is Lisa Beaman, and I'm fortunate to work with Greg and Kyle and our entire partner community here at SAP NS2. Now that you've learned more about why we created NS2 Labs and some of the innovative and key projects that we've developed and delivered with industry, government, and partners from Kyle, and you've seen some of the pictures of the lab space, the video, and heard more about our experience-driven methodology from Greg, I'm excited to talk with you about how we can partner together. At NS2 and at Labs, we want to make a difference and make an impact. We're seeking expertise from every category of tech because when the right people and the right technologies connect, we can accelerate discoveries much faster. And we can apply the discoveries across many different industries, verticals, and use cases more readily. Kyle referenced some of the co-innovation already developed, especially the COVID-19 tracker, but the unified data layer and the IoT wireless charging, or even maritime domain awareness. Those are just a few of what we're creating. At Labs, we offer the support and the connections you need and the help that's required to create new solutions and to solve problems that we face today and in the future, too. Our teams want to partner with the best, and we want to bring the community together, whether you're a cloud partner like AWS, or Microsoft Azure, a technology alliance partner like Esri, who offers the most powerful mapping and spatial analytics technology for location intelligence, solutions partner like Gray Analytics, who provides best practices services across a broad spectrum of like cyber scenarios applications, specifically supply chain risk management to enterprise cybersecurity. Or Carasoft, one of the top partners out there in the government space today. They serve as the master government aggregator and distributor for the industry-leading technologies. They bring together an extensive ecosystem of companies dedicated to the mission and national security space. So if you're currently a partner, or if you're interested in partnering and co-innovating with NS2 Labs, we're interested in learning more about you and your ideas. So I want to tell you a little bit about how we get started. We're excited to host you and your partners and customers at our state-of-the-art lab, as we've already talked about. Experience the immersive room, as Greg showed you, and showcase the technologies like the UDL and others that Kyle mentioned. We're ready to start innovating now. We're ready to meet you and your team and start today in a virtual, safe, and secure way. Some simple steps on how we can get started and how to engage. Really, it starts with meeting, sharing, building, solve, and launch the important work that we're doing at Labs together. So we'd like to meet with you on a video call with you and your team, or at the Innovation Garage or the Immersive Room at our lab sometime soon. We want you to meet our team. One of the benefits of partnering with NS2 Labs is working with our tenured, successful, and cleared subject matter experts. We bring top technical resources and project management, along with others in the industry who can really help us get started. We'll share powerful tools and access to software and technology to develop solutions that lead to business growth and revenue, so we can expand the limits of what is possible. We'll share our experts and our partner ecosystem, along with providing access to a development environment with a full Atlassian stack, exclusive online data repository, and the Idea Studio, our exclusive crowdsourcing platform that Kyle referenced earlier today, in our virtual environment. We're ready to do that today. This community brings together our nation's greatest minds, public, private, academia, to build and innovate and solve problems. As we showed you, it's state-of-the-art. The labs is state-of-the-art, and I think there's no other place to launch innovation or a better community to collaborate with. We can launch our solutions at labs in the immersive room, the Innovation Garage, the conference and training rooms, but we can also launch by live streaming events and host industry days, interactive sessions, speaker series, podcasts, and most importantly, we can work together to launch these ideas in a virtual, collaborative way. In summary, there's so many benefits and reasons to join us at the physical space at Labs. The design thinking approach, access to industry software and technologies, talented community, the compelling demonstrations, and more. We can do a lot together at Labs and virtually with the highest levels of security top of mind. So if you share our same passion for ideation and want to make a difference with Greg, Kyle, and myself and NS2, we look forward to working with you. I'm going to turn it back over to Kyle. He's going to share more details on how you can engage our team and our ecosystem and get involved. Kyle?
Fantastic. Thank you, Lisa. And thank you, Greg, as well, for your inputs here today. So just to wrap up here, thank you very much for watching to learn how to get involved. We'd love to work with you. As Lisa is saying, we are set, we are primed, we are doing it now, we want to do more of it, so certainly reach out. If you're interested, if anything sparks your fancy here, reach out to any of us, and we'll happily get you going. So thanks very much, and have a great day.